welcome Avril Lavigne!
I'm so excited to see you. It's been a few years.
It has, but I have to start with this. Okay, so Bite Me comes out with Travis, the single, and I see the video and I'm like, were you in some kind of time capsule? Because you look just like you did. I was like, what? I was literally watching it and you did such a great job of like, you know, people love your sound so much and I felt like you did such a great job of like, having the sound that we love you for, but it was progressive, like it was different, and it was so, anyway, job well done.
Oh, thank you so much.
I was like, God. And I love Bite Me, it was so good. I was so excited about it, and what a way to like just come swinging with a single. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. And I didn't know this, but you started out in country music? That was your first?
Kind of, like I started singing in church when I was younger, and then like, I sang with Shania Twain when I was like 14 on stage. And just like country fairs around town. Then when I got into high school, I was like, and like started writing my own stuff and developing my sound then and went off to kind of make my record. But yeah.
Well, this year is actually the 20th anniversary of your album, Let Go. What do you remember about making it? Because people ask me, I've been in the industry about 20 years too, and it's like, I think how people perceive things is different than maybe there's a lot of good and bad that goes on behind the scenes while making a record. Like, what do you remember about it?
Well, I think making my first record was hard because like I wanted to be a songwriter and I was 15 and like people didn't really like I'd go in the studio and they're just like, yeah, little girl, like you don't know what you're like doing.
I got that too.
And it was kind of like they were throwing their songs at me and pitching their songs to me, which I really didn't like. And so it was a fight. It was a fight to write my own music, and then it was a fight to get the sound I wanted, because like, I guess like I was going for like guitar-driven like music. I was like, I just want to sound like a band. I want to rock, and that was my challenge. And so it took like, I was in New York maybe 6 months working with tons of writers. It just was not happening. And then I went through a point where I think it just like wasn't working out very great. And then I went to LA, and then I finally met with some people, producers and co-writers that like listened to me, and I at that point had tried so hard, and I was like developing into like who I wanted to be, and it worked. I found people I clicked with, and so like like that album took a while and it was hard, and I had to like fight for like being a songwriter, fight to like have the sound that I wanted, sit with the producers. I had no idea what the lingo was. I was just like, make it more rock, make it sound more like a band, but what I wanted just was guitar driven stuff. I think it would have been more polished and poppy and bubblegum, and that wasn't what I wanted. So I made the record I did want though. So.
I love that, and it is true though. You have to like,
after all that,
people push, especially in the beginning of my career too, they push, and you're a teenager and they're like, oh, we're gonna make, you know, write with this person, do this, and it's like, you don't click with everyone, and there's nothing wrong with them, but like, you do find your people that you click really well with, and then I feel like magic happens. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I love all your albums, so
Thank
I'm so
you.
excited about this one. So, as I mentioned, though, your new album is called Love Sucks, which, well, sometimes it does. But I heard, ironically enough, that you met your new boyfriend while making it.
How funny is that? Like, I went into the studio, I'm literally like, okay, here's where I'm at. Like, I'm over love. I need a hot minute. I'm jaded on love right now. Like
flick. Yes.
And like, so you kind of have to like do that when you're in your writing sessions, is talk about like where you're at and stuff. So I wrote that song Love Sucks, set the tone for this album. Yeah, and then a couple days later I had a boyfriend. That didn't work very long, did it, Avril? I'm literally never single.
I know, but I love that it's like you're not wanting it. It wasn't even searching for it.
It was like the first time in my life, like I had just like moved, and I moved out to Malibu, and I like was like starting my life over, and I was like, all right, like I'm good. Like I'm just gonna focus on myself and like do me and just like give it a break. Because I haven't had like the best luck, but I mean I've had amazing relationships, and they've been like long term and stuff, but like I just kind of like, I'm gonna focus on myself, and it just like really didn't last.
And it happens, and you're like, or I'll go on the state. Whatever. Oh, that was awesome.
But made an album called Love Sucks, but it's also like super lighthearted and like funny and fun, and it's like kind of just like the ups and downs of my life in love, and just like, it's a good time.
Which is relatable.
Yeah,
for a lot of people.
And like my first album, it's like, I'm kind of still writing the same, but like, You know, it's like I was
No.
writing when I got out of high school, like fresh out of high school, like just like having crushes for the first time.
Yeah.
And now on my 7th album, it's like my, you know, I've had experience, I've lived, I've learned, and
But that's why I think it was a good thing, though. But no. I mean, apparently they stay the same. No, but I think that it's like, I think it was a good, like I said, I like that you kept, like, the vibe was cool and, like, similar to what we love about you, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool, progressive, like, sound of it. So, or progressed sound of it, rather. But I love it. And I think it's relatable. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Yeah.
We go through ups and downs in relationships.
Yeah.
It happens. But later in the show, you're going to be doing a song called "Love It When You Hate Me," which I love that one as well. It's very sarcastic. So what's it about?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like a fun, funny take on like being in like a heated, passionate relationship where it's like, you know, you're fighting and then it's kind of hot. And
Yeah. Yeah. Because then you get the makeup stuff.
Yeah.
So there you go. I kept it
Love
family.
that.
Yeah. Well, everybody, Avril's new album is called Love Sucks. You got to check it out and stay with us.